What up? Gang shit.
What up, what up, what up? It's the boy Kendall Hilton. It's the fan of himself. Out here in LA. It's about 80 degrees right now. Shout out to my East Coast fam. I know y'all going through that bitter winter right now. But yeah, God bless me and my family with an opportunity, to come out here and do some things and change our lives. So, here we are, man, downtown LA right there. So it's beautiful out here. I must say that. Just something different. You want to see me on camera a lot more now. Trying something new. Since if you've been riding with us for the long haul, we lost a lot of our content from when we first started. So now, we gotta do things differently. Bring out some new toys, bring out some new content, keep y'all interested, keep y'all rocking with us for now. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be on camera. I've been giving y'all my thoughts on paper and the computer screen for about 6 years now. So now I'm gonna get on here and talk my talk, show people I'm not just some dude on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram talk, and like I really know what I'm talking about. So first things first, let's start with the Rose Bowl. Georgia, Oklahoma. I think this is probably the perfect matchup for the college football playoff system that they've had so far. I know Clemson and Alabama has been like the rivalry of this thing, but this matchup right here is really, really intriguing to me. One, because both programs have never played each other. 1,000 wins between both programs. These are historical, classic programs competing for a chance to play for a national championship. Georgia, let's start with Georgia. Georgia probably is one of the best running teams I've seen in a long time. Sonny Michel, Nick Chubbs, they remind me a lot of when Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown were doing their thing down in Auburn. That might have been a decade ago. Don't have the years in front of me. But yeah, they remind me a lot of that potent running game. Both backs have 13 touchdowns. Chubbs leads the team with 1,175 yards. Michel's right behind him with less than 1,000 yards. And then they have a freshman back by the name of DeAndre Swift, who leads the team in rushing yards per carry. He averages 8.2 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. So this is a potent run game, and unlike other run games where you got dual backfields where one back may be thunder, the other back may be lightning, this is thunder and thunder. Both backs, Michel and Chubbs, and even Swift, are coming to deliver that drama. Like, they're not looking to go around you. They can run by you. These guys are fast. They do have that speed they need to break away. And if they have to put a move on you, they will. But first things first, they want to put that pad into your shoulder, into your helmet, put that pad into your chest. So that to me right there, that's a hard thing to stop when you have two backs that run hard like that. Because as the game wears on, and it's going to wear you down. After a while, them cornerbacks, they're not going to want to keep hitting them cornerbacks, them safeties. They're not going to want to keep coming down and hit them backs, especially if they coming. By that fourth quarter, things, you might start seeing a little bit more arm tackling out there. So Georgia run game is the reason why they're here. This is the reason why they've been one of the best teams in the country this season. They play classic football. Kirby Smart, he's proven that once again that running the ball is the most successful thing you can do in football. I know the game may seem like it's trying to promote passing, and you have to have passing, but if you go look at all the great teams, if you look at all the great champions, all of them had a nice run game, and they're doing it that way. With a great run game and an even better defense. Their defense is probably the best in the country. They're top 10 in pretty much all statistical categories. Only allowed 20 points twice this season. Only allowed 20 points twice this season. They pride themselves on not allowing yards. So it's hard to get yards on them. Very, very tough to get yards on them. And I mean, like I said, look at Kirby Smart. When Kirby Smart was at Alabama, when he was under Nick Saban as defensive coordinator, Bama had some of the greatest defenses ever. So, he brought that over to Georgia, and now they have a very, very potent defense. Like I said, this is a classic team. This team personifies what SEC football is. people think of tough, physical, fast. That's what this team is. The only knock that you can try to go against them is that freshman quarterback, who isn't bad. Jake Fromm, 21 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's not bad at all. But at the end of the day, he's a freshman, and we all know how that can. We know how that can go.
I mean, you look comfortable in the App State game, but when did you finally start feeling comfortable this season?
I mean, after the Notre Dame game, I felt like, I'm settled. I'm here. I know what I'm doing. But, man, guys, I mean, these guys, they make it so easy for me. My guys around me, they do. Gosh, they make my job so much easier. Lamont, he's an awesome center. Great job. Of course, Nick and Sony in the backfield. Man, those guys are just awesome football players. I'm just thankful to be on the field with those guys.
What was the main thing?
Fromm has been. He's been consistent. I would say that he's not the guy, and I wouldn't suggest Georgia do this, but he's not the guy that's going to come out there and win you the game. I think he's going to make his plays when the time asks for him to make plays. He doesn't turn the ball over, which is probably his best attribute. Is his poise, the way he plays. He doesn't play like a freshman, and I don't think teams have forced him to play like a freshman, even in their loss against Auburn. Lost 40-17 down at War Eagle. Auburn didn't really put the pressure on him to win the game per se. It was just so much mounted against Georgia after a while that they just couldn't come back from. But I don't think he played bad that game. I think the team itself just had a rough day. But they didn't make the freshman play like a freshman. And I think in order for somebody to really beat this team, they're gonna have to really put the pressure on the freshman and make him be the guy. So right now we'll see how that works out for Georgia. Let's go to Oklahoma. The Sooners coming in with the best offense in the country. They lead every statistical category except for rushing, which is Georgia. But other than that, passing yards, yards per play, total yards, everything. You name it, they are top of the list, top of the pack. Led by Heisman winner Baker Mayfield. Baker May, I like to call him. He's been the most consistent player all season, and I say that because I've been saying that all season because, when you think of Heisman winners and when you think of the Heisman race, it's two separate seasons. You got the first half, the first half guy, he comes out, he's got everybody excited. Football's back on, so people are excited to see big plays. Yes, I'm talking about Saquon Barkley, and I love Saquon Barkley. And, he brought excitement to college football. He became that player, that must-watch player that, we need in college football right now. The whole time, on the other end, Baker Mayfield was, right there with him. His numbers were consistent, and the Sooners were winning. So, it's just he wasn't jumping over defenders, and he wasn't outrunning defenders and spinning off of them. Like, he wasn't putting those exciting plays together like Barkley was in the first half of the season. While he still had his highlights, it just wasn't to that magnitude. And once the second half of the season came, Barkley kind of slowed down, and Baker May he kept it going. His numbers speaks for themselves. Over 4,000 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 208 passer rating. Like, there's no question that this guy's the best player in the country. Yeah, he might have a little attitude, and some people may not like his antics, but who cares? He's a football player. I want my guy to be confident like that. So he leads this potent. I can't express how potent this offense is, but he leads this offense. They rely on the big plays very much. Their sophomore receiver who leads the team in receiving yards. He also leads the team in yards per catch, averaging 20 yards per catch. Like, that tells you right there how much they rely on the big play. They have a decent running game. And Rodney Anderson and Sermon in the backfield, 1-2 punch. Like, they're balanced. They're like, yes, they might throw the ball a lot, and they are a passing team, but they're a lot more balanced than what people think when you watch them play. They're led by their coach Lincoln Riley. He's proven Bob Stoops is a genius with his retirement. Stoops came out and said, he wanted to leave. He thought this was the perfect time to retire. He wanted to leave Raleigh with, a great team, which he did. This is probably one of the better Oklahoma teams in a long time. They're looking to win their first championship since 2000. Bob Stoops' second season, which is funny. So, beat my guys, Florida State, but that's another topic. So yeah, this is one of their better teams. Defensively, though, they are skeptical. They're decent. They do a good enough job to make sure that the game is not lost. But as far as a championship caliber defense, in my opinion, they're not that. And I think that will be the Achilles heel come against Florida Georgia. Because for one, Georgia's coming to control the game on the ground, which can slow down that offense. It will slow down that offense. And if the defense can't get off the field, that means Baker May can't get on the field, which means Baker May can't put points up on the board. So unless this defense can find a way to, get off the field, third down conversions, they're 66 in the country, and Georgia right now is averaging 44. They're 44% third down conversion. So if Oklahoma can't find a way to get off that field and start making them do some third and longs, it's going to be a long day for them. So keys of the game, I'll run them down for you real quick. I pretty much went over everything, but I'm going to run them down for you one more time. Keys of the game, defense. Like I said, Oklahoma defense they're one of the X factors. They are the X factor. They are Oklahoma's X factor. Whether or not they can stop this rushing attack and force Georgia to go into the air, force Georgia to step into a quarterback duel, I would say. Jake Fromm is not the guy you would want, not right now at least, not his freshman season. I would not want to put him out there in a quarterback duel with the best passer in the country, the best player in the country, the Heisman winner. I wouldn't want to do that. But for Oklahoma's sake, they need that. They need that in order to really control this game and have this game and turn into a Big 12 shootout and not an SEC ground and pound type of game. Georgia defense, all they have to do is eliminate the big plays. They pretty much they're more trustworthy than Oklahoma. They pretty much their numbers speak for themselves. So they don't really need to. They're not the ones on watch right now. Like I said, all they have to do is eliminate the big plays. I think if they eliminate the big plays, keep everything in front of them, they can hold this, not stop, but they can hold this Oklahoma offense that scored 35 points 10 times. It's over 35 points in 10 games this season. They can hold them to under 30 points. So for Georgia, stop the big plays. For Oklahoma, stop the running game. Running the ball for Oklahoma, another key. If Sermon and Anderson can go out there and play fast and physical and hit this Georgia team in the mouth early, it can set the tone and set the momentum because, SEC teams, they're cocky, they're confident. They think they're the best. They think if you're not in the SEC, you don't belong on the field with them. I'm pretty sure Georgia, their defense mentality will be that, until they are proven wrong. So if the Sooners can come out there and hit them in the mouth early, play fast and physical, just to let them know, look, we're not no pushovers. We're not going to just sit here and wait for you to, hit us in the mouth. We're going to hit you in the mouth. I think that'll be a key for the Sooners' offensive attack. Another key, another X factor, Swift, DeAndre Swift. He was the leading rusher for Georgia in the SEC championship game, and I think if he can get this type of production in this game, it's a no-brainer for Georgia. If you can get your third string running back to lead the team in rushing in a championship game, you're bound to win, because you still got those first two guys who are going to get theirs, whether it's in the beginning of the game or late in the game, they're going to find theirs. So, if Swift can make this 1-2 punch, a 1-2-3 punch, woo, good luck, Sooners. And my last key is turnovers. Neither team turns the ball over, and it's going to come down to who will turn the ball over. Yes, they control their offenses, they control the ball well, but this is the championship game, and anything can happen. Somebody's going to make a mistake. Not sure who. Could be the freshman. Could be Baker May. You never know. You never know. A botch snap, a strip sack. Any of those things can happen in these type of games that pretty much changes the game, determines the game. I think whoever wins the turnover battle will win the game. I will put a guarantee on that one. So whoever wins the turnover battle will win this game. So there you have it, folks. That's my thoughts on the Rose Bowl, Oklahoma, Georgia. They're going to be playing January 1st, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, right to my left over here. About 20 minutes up the road that way is Pasadena, the legendary, one of the football cathedrals, the Rose Bowl. They'll be in there. I might make a stop up there just to talk to a few fans. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. I'm trying to get into the Twitter thing, but Facebook also, like our page. Everything is Fani Sports, FANI Sports. Also, you can follow me, Third Eye Analyst on Twitter. I'm not really into the Twitter thing, so bear with me. Also, subscribe to our YouTube pages. We have two, Fani Sports TV, and another one is my personal page. Sooner or later, I'm going to change the name of it. Just haven't come up with anything yet. So these little videos, these quick hitters, I'm going to call them for right now. I don't have an official name for it yet. Like I said, this is just me, trying to keep the content going, trying to keep the brand going, making sure you guys is getting what you need from it. So I'll come up with a name sooner or later. If you have a name, comment, tell me what you think. Comment on my analysis. If you disagree, if you agree, if you want to cuss me out, if you want to say whatever you want. I appreciate the opinions. I love talking sports. I've been doing this my whole life. So, always welcome other opinions. Also, we have a book. Well, I have a book out. Fits and Seasons. It's on Amazon right now. You can get it on the Kindle, or you can get it on the paperback. Just type my name in the search bar, Kendall Hilton, or you can type in Fits and Seasons, FITZ and Seasons. It's a great fiction story about two guys playing college football that's fighting to keep their love for the game. They go through so much during the season that at times it makes them question not whether they want to play. So, it's a great story. I'm very proud of it. It's my first fictional novel. Many more to come. Now that I got this one out the way, now that I got my feet wet, I'm gonna write a lot more books for you guys. But for right now, just go cop that one. Fits and Seasons is on Amazon. Appreciate it. Donate to the Cody College Fund. But yeah, guys, so make sure you follow us on everything, subscribe.
Then you wonder why I be around ball players. Why? Cause these niggas is doing the Fed small favors. Yeah, I survived in the trenches. I reside where the strength is. Salute North Memphis.